All right, now we're going to create a template to make this angle and this radius on our rectangular side pieces that we have. If you had this piece, it would be very simple to just lay it on top and trace around it, but oftentimes you're in a situation where you don't have the piece and you actually don't have anything full scale to even measure. So what I want to show you is a way of taking a smaller, this is a scale of 1 to 3 template that we have here, dividing it up into equal spaces, both vertically and horizontally, and then creating a full-size grid. And this one happens to be every ½ inch we have a line, ½ inch, there's a line. And then what we're going to do is basically trace the path of this along those lines. So to make it a little easier to see, I've added numbers here so that right here at this point where it goes from flat to starting to angle down, I'm calling that 0. And then we're going 1, 2, 3, 4, and up to 14, and then 0 going down to 8. So let's do this. Then this should make sense. If these are equal, and we know they are, and there's 8 of them, then we should go the same distance here. We don't even know what this distance is, but if we go 8, I'm going to start right here, and I'm going to go down 1, 2, well actually I'm going to start here because here's my 0 point. We'll start right there, and we'll go down 8. And since this is a ½ an inch, ½ an inch times 8 is 4 inches. That's how far we want to go. Now we're going to count over, I'll do the bottom along here first. We're going to go over 4. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, right to there. And then we go up 1 space. Then we're going to come over 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 spaces to right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right. Now, if I look at the angled piece, it intersects 12 and 3 right there. So I'm going to find that on my full scale grid. I'm going to come over 12 and come down to 3. So let me draw this out now, so hopefully it'll make a little bit more sense. It should look like what we want it to look like. Coming down from right here. All right, so now we have the outline of the snout, and we just need to put the radius on. And we're going to have essentially a semicircle out here. So we need to find the center of that semicircle. If this point and this point are 4 spaces apart, that's 2 inches. So the center is going to be somewhere right in here. And if these lines were parallel to one another, it would be right there. We would know that, it would be right there. But because they're not parallel, we have to kind of jump through another hoop to find where the center of the circle is. And I'm going to show you how to do that right now. What you want to do is set your compass at 1 inch. So there it is. I've already got it set. Actually, I need to come out just a little bit more. See how that looks. That looks real good. I'm right on the line. All right, and what I'm going to do is come up here, and I'm going to swing an arc. I think I just moved it. I did. Okay, I'm going to come up here, swing an arc. Come down here, swing an arc. Now I'm going to come on this side and swing an arc. I'll do it right here. And swing an arc here. Now I'm going to draw lines where those arcs are. So I'll do this one, the last one I drew, I'll do it first. You want to be really careful with this because this is your template. You want this to be as close to perfect as you can get. Now I'm going to draw, and essentially what I'm doing is I'm going right to the top of each one of these arcs. So I'll get this one, and this one, and there we go. All right. So you can see that rather than the center of the circle being out here, it's going to be back here. It may seem like a minor amount of distance, but it really makes a difference when you try to connect these up. So now we have our center point. Let's take the compass again, and let's go ahead and draw the arc. Here we go. Look at that, perfect. So now all we have to do is get a pair of scissors, cut this out, and we have our template good to go. Now we're going to use the pattern that we cut out earlier and place it on our sides, trace around it, and then take it over to the bandsaw and we'll cut the angle and the radius on our sides. So let's do that. I think the easiest way to do this is to take some two-sided tape and tape these sides together. That way we'll be cutting both of them exactly the same and at the same time. So we'll put that tape down. Let me, if I can get under here. Here, come on. There we go. Take that off, and now be very careful to place these so they're exactly lined up. I'm just kind of looking at the dados here to do that. Okay, there we go. That looks really good. The next thing I'm going to do is to bring a line across right here so that I can see that dado on the outside edge, so I can see where it is. So there it is there, and there it is there. And now I'm going to take my template and put it right to that mark and trace it out. All right, there it is. Now all we have to do is take it over to the bandsaw and cut it out. And one thing I'll mention before I get over there, we want to cut a little proud of our line. In other words, we want to leave the line when we cut it on the bandsaw, and then we'll go over to the edge sander and we'll take that down and clean it up.